Yo guys, it's your boy SonTj. How's it going? I recorded a pretty much 20-minute video talking about this, and apparently my computer wanted to be annoying and didn't record none of it. So I gotta redo that all over again. Yay for me, right?
The beat go off.
Feel like I'm Goku.
So let's go back in time a little bit, but before that, let's just talk about my honorable mentions. I kind of went into more detail because of it, but since I did a whole video of it that didn't record, I'm a little bit more frustrated. So let's talk about my honorable mentions. First one is Rob Breaks the Internet. Great film, really enjoyed it. I love the message of pretty much insecurity and just kind of getting over that. As an adult, I'm still struggling with that, so I hope the kids will get the great message of that. I'm just letting you know that friends come and go, and sometimes if you want your friends to stay along, you gotta see them grow on their own. So really enjoyed it. It's a great follow-up to Wreck-It Ralph, but it's not as good as that in my opinion, but it's a different type of film. So still really enjoyed it. Great animation, liked it. Next up is My Hero Academia 2 Heroes. It was tough to see this film because for most anime movies, you got to go to special theaters to watch and everything, which was a kind of annoying process. But this movie's like low-key canon because it was cool to see, you know, Prime, or I guess quote-unquote Prime, All Might, because there's like Silver Age All Might and everything, because he's pretty much the Superman of that verse. And just seeing the character reactions between Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, and just seeing how like Ochako gets jealous of like All Might's sidekick's daughter, and just kind of seeing just like, you know, the different great animation, and just seeing the final battle with Deku and All Might. It's just seeing how like how great Deku could become and everything. And no spoilers for the manga, because the manga, oh my gosh, it made Deku even more OP if you've been reading the chapters. But definitely enjoyed it. Really great seeing My Hero Academia on the big screen, because you know other franchises is Naruto is sticking to the Boruto route, which I don't enjoy, and Bleach is just dead right now, and One Piece doing One Piece things. So yeah, definitely enjoyed seeing My Hero Academia again, the love it deserves. Ant-Man the Wasp, like I said, just, you know, follow-up from the Ant-Man, the original one. It was really great seeing the Wasp do more of her thing, getting her more interactions. The villain was pretty chill, not the best MCU villains, especially in this year where the MCU villains like stepped it up a lot. But it was great seeing Hank Pym do more, and just like it just showed more character arcs. And the ending was a great stinger for the whole Avengers Infinity War thing, with everyone getting snapped out and everything. And just it was a good ending. I really enjoyed it, and it was great seeing, you know, the Wasp's mom and just seeing her character arc. And yeah, just, you know, pretty simple film. Great follow-up to Ant-Man. My final honorable mention is The Incredibles 2. I really enjoyed The Incredibles 2. I really thought it was going to be top 10, but after watching it again, it's just honestly Incredibles 1 just slightly different. And it's really upsetting because it took them like a decade plus to finally, you know, get this movie out. And the fight scenes are incredible. Like, don't get me wrong, the fight scenes are way better than what was in Incredibles 1. But honestly, it's the same plot, to be honest with you, just with a worse villain. Like, it was funny how Incredibles 1 would be a better sequel for Incredibles 2. Again, it was great seeing these characters again, but like it doesn't really do anything too different, you know what I mean? But again, I still loved it, you know what I mean? It was great seeing, you know, Miss Incredible do her stuff, but it doesn't deserve to be top 10 in my opinion. Now for number 10, Dragon Ball Super Broly. You can tell I'm kind of more biased because I love Dragon Ball, but this movie finally came out in America in 2019, but it did come out a long time ago in Japan, so it's technically a 2018 movie. But yeah, you can tell there's some YouTubers not trying to, you know, throw shots, but you know who the hell I'm talking about, who are, you know, living the meme of just destroying this movie because they have nothing better else to do and they gotta get them clicks. But this is the best animated Dragon Ball movie, period. Takahashi did his thing, Shida did his thing, and Shintani's artwork really lives up to the hype. And I did a video talking about Yamuro's current designs versus Shintani's current designs. If you like old Yamuro's designs, I mean, yeah, new Yamuro's designs, go ahead. But Shintani designs definitely, in my opinion, is better than the Dragon Ball Super designs, just my opinion. And the story is not the most, you know, epic thing ever, but I do love the choices they made with the Dragon Ball Minus storytelling, because Dragon Ball Minus is not the best, but the things they did with Bardock and how they made him more, you know, of a like kind of more of a nicer person, and seeing Gine, Goku's mom, on the big screen. I really hope Goku gets to meet them at some point in the future. But definitely Broly's reboot is so much better than the original Broly, in my opinion. And just seeing his interactions with Chelsea, who's supposed to be the new Bay, who's green apparently, and just the interactions between Goku and Vegeta, and Sean Schemmel and Chris Sabat and Masako Nozawa was great in this film as well, in the Japanese and in the dub. And just seeing Ken and Gogeta, and I know the marketing pretty much, you know, spoiled everything about this film, but hey, go out and see it. Really great film. I can't wait to see what they do with this. I really want to see like Broly versus Jiren, or maybe Broly versus Ultra Goku in the future, because they hinted at it. And I definitely enjoyed this film. It's my favorite anime movie of 2018. Next up, let's talk about Creed 2. This is one of the few times Michael B. Jordan is going to show up on this list. This is pretty much the follow-up to even buffer Michael B. Jordan, because he went from Creed 1 to being buff to freaking Killmonger to be even buffer, and now he's back for Creed 2, and he's slicker and still seems buffer. This is a great sequel to Creed 1, because Creed 1 was a great step up for the Rocky trilogy and everything, because this is pretty much Adonis Creed, his story, and it shows like a franchise can stand on its own without always being relying on Rocky. And we have the bae Tessa Thompson, who does her thing in this, and just seeing how Adonis Creed pretty much surpasses his father and taking on a Drago level character. And when Drago punches Adonis and he like slides from the ground like a Dragon Ball Z character, it was hype. It was great seeing just the overall like character development of Adonis, and just seeing him grow, and seeing how he interacts with Rocky Balboa after he deals with failure, and how Balboa talks to Ivan Drago, and just seeing they're both different characters, but they're both trying to prove something, was just a great choice. And it's going to be really tough to follow this up with a sequel, man. I really don't envy if they're really going to try to do that, but this is great. This movie really could have sucked, and I'm glad it didn't. Next up, let's talk about Deadpool 2. This is another movie that I was kind of afraid it might be, you know, worse than the original, but actually it's on par with the original. Ryan Reynolds does his thing as Deadpool. He's the definitive Deadpool in my opinion. I don't care what no one says. Josh Brolin did great as Cable. This is a great year for Josh Brolin, like the same with Michael B. Jordan. He did great as Cable. Zazie Beetz, a great actress on Atlanta, and she does her thing as Domino. The action was incredible in this film, and just seeing just the character arc for Ryan Reynolds Deadpool, and just seeing how he deals with his love interest dying, and just that's one of the best endings ever. Just seeing how he just pretty much F's logic. It kind of goes back in time and everything, but yeah, not the most overcomplicated story, but it has some great character arcs in this film, and just seeing more of like not Deadpool, but like just the character himself, the guy under the mask. I really enjoyed this film. I thought it might suck, but it's actually really on par with the original Deadpool. Really enjoyed it. We're getting to that part of the video where I'm really pissed off that I didn't record the other video, because man, this is challenging. But number 7, let's talk about some controversial, because apparently a lot of people either really love Black Panther or hate it, and hopefully it's for the right reasons, because some people be really racist. Anyway, let's talk about Black Panther. I really enjoyed this movie when it first came out. Yes, it has some problems, but who cares, man? A lot of people didn't like how Black Panther was weaker or whatever, but again, he's not supposed to be OP all the time. Now, how you gonna have a character arc? But regardless, Chadwick Boseman is Black Panther. He owns this role incredibly. Michael B. Jordan, my God, he just had an amazing year in 2018. Eric Killmonger is one of my favorite MCU villains of all time. He's up there with Thanos. He was just incredible. I wish I saw more of him. Shuri, loved her character in this film. I can't wait to see her interact with Peter Parker or Tony Stark. She's just amazing. Just even Black Panther's interaction with Nakia, I liked her love interest going on there. And just seeing the backstory between Wakanda and just the world building. Just seeing the overall culture of this film was fantastic. And hey man, if it gets the Oscar, that'll be amazing. And just is one of the best MCU films in my opinion. Really enjoyed every single minute of it. And I can't wait for a sequel. Hopefully they bring back my boy from the ashes. Now let's talk about the new Spike Lee joint, Black Klansman. it was really tough, like, actually go see this film, because I kept on telling people, yeah, I'm about to go see the new Black Klansman. And my friends were like, what the hell are you talking about, Black Klansman? And this is based on a true story about a black officer, one of the first in this city, using his white voice to infiltrate the KKK, but he's black, so he needs a white person, in this case Adam Driver, to do it himself. And it's really interesting because there's another movie that kind of uses the same concept that's going to appear later on down the list. But yeah, this is the pretty much the opening of Denzel Washington's son, John David Washington. A lot of people's hyping up his acting. He did a great job, but Denzel Washington is one of my favorite actors of all time. And hey, give him some time. He might live up to the hype, but he did a great job in the film. Adam Driver, great actor. He did a great job. Laura Harrer, she could have been in the film a little bit more, but she's amazing. She's beautiful. And it's funny because there's a lot of white people who had to act really evil in this film. And I know it's tough for them, but hey, they pulled it off. You hated their guts, but again, they made it. They didn't make you like hate them. Like, they made it understandable during that time why. I know this sounds messed up, but like, they made them human. They didn't make them cartoony. That's what I'm trying to say. They didn't make them cartoony racist people. They made them people who are racist, like, if you understand what I mean. So I really respect Spike Lee for doing that, because it didn't just make you hate them, like, you saw them as like human beings as well. The ending was a great little shocker there that kind of hit home, which I really appreciate, kind of opened a lot of people's eyes. And just, it was a great film based off a true story, and you should definitely check it out if you missed it in 2018, because there's a lot of films, a lot. Next up is A Star Is Born. I think this might be like the third or fourth film in the Star Is Born like franchise or whatever, but Bradley Cooper's take on this was amazing. I love the interactions between Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. I think this is Lady Gaga's first like film acting. She hit it out the park. She looks very beautiful. I remember when I was younger, I thought Lady Gaga looked pretty weird because of all those music videos. This movie told me, nah fam, she is really sexy and beautiful. That was great to see. Bradley Cooper owns his role as like a struggling rock star, and just seeing his interactions with Sam Elliott's Bobby, his big brother, was just great. And even seeing my favorite stand-up comedian of all time, Dave Chappelle, for like 4 minutes was worth it all the way. And just seeing this love story made me feel really jealous, because a brother was trying to get cuffed that year, did not work out, everything went left. But regardless, the ending was heartbreaking, because as a person who deals with depression and all that stuff, just seeing this character go through that was so understandable, and just seeing how he's struggling. And again, I know this film's been done plenty of times, and I saw a video talking about it, but hey, this is my favorite one. Maybe because it's recently biased, but I don't care. The music was amazing, the acting was amazing, the storytelling was amazing. Next up is the movie I hinted about in Black Klansman, Sorry to Bother You. Bother You is pretty much like an Atlanta episode on steroids. Like, it's crazy how ridiculous this movie is. It stars Lakeith Stanfield, one of the main actors in Atlanta, and of course it has the bae Tessa Thompson. God, you gotta love her, man. Is she sexy? Yeah, she's sexy. Anyway, it's just it's really a hard movie to describe, but pretty much it uses, hello there, this is Timmy here to let you know about your tax returns. If you want to get a free return, please let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, it's pretty much like, it's like a whole movie based off the concept we black people kind of talk about, the white voice. And it's crazy, man. And you gotta watch it to really understand it, because there's some stuff that if I say with no context, you'd be like, what the hell are you talking about? This movie is one of the most original films of 2018. It kind of got slept on, to be honest, but you definitely gotta check it out. It deserves all of the love, and it's just hilarious. And hey there, if you definitely want to give me $1 million, please hit me up. It's XX SonTj XX. Next up is Mission Impossible Fallout. Now, this is really great for me to see, because Henry Cavill was getting kind of destroyed over the whole Justice League thing with his, mustache. And this is the film why he couldn't shave his mustache. I was just like, please let this movie live up to the hype, because man, this guy's getting destroyed. And great it did, because it was an epic action movie. I saw with a person that is not my friend anymore, but we had a great time together watching this. And Tom Cruise doing Tom Cruise stuff. I don't know how this man does it. I already got pretty injured a lot in this film, and I can tell, you can even see in some scenes, like, yeah, he hurt himself on that one. But yeah, this film finished off a lot of story plots with Ethan Hunt, with his love interest and everything. And August Walker, Henry Cavill's character, was great. It was tough to really take him as a villain because every time you see him, like, bro, that's Superman. Like, even when he smirks, like, bro, that's Superman. But yeah, the fighting between them was amazing. The action sequences, the setups was awesome. The cast was amazing. Yeah, man, just the set pieces was over the top, and just seeing that helicopter scene, just knowing that about 70% of that crap is real. Like, it's crazy. It's just it's a great action film, like the best action film of 2018 in a nutshell. So this is all the praise it can get, and I loved it. Next up, let's talk about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the best Spider-Man movie ever made. And it's funny because it's not, the main focus is not even about Peter Parker. And I've argued that Spider-Man Homecoming is better than Spider-Man 2 a couple of times and everything, but this one is better than Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man Homecoming. It just really proves that anyone can wear the mask, and it makes Miles Morales a better overall character. And I didn't know this for the longest time, but I watched a video kind of discussing how they changed the character, and they improved it from the better. Like, before, Miles Morales was more like pretty much a black version of Peter Parker, and granted, he had like some cool stuff surrounding his character, but they took it and put it into Spider-Man Homecoming. They took his little friend that knows the secret identity and stuff like that, so they had to do something different, and they made Miles Morales pretty much stand on his own 2 feet. And even now, the death of one of the Peter Parkers still sticks with me, and it really sucks, and I really hope they bring back blonde Peter Parker because he's a great Peter Parker. But the cast did a really great job. Older Peter Parker was amazing. I really enjoyed his rough, pretty much punished Peter Parker. Really enjoyed that. Haley Stanfield did great as Spider-Gwen. The whole the Asian female Spider-Woman did a great job. The freaking little cartoon piggy Peter Parker was awesome, and Peter Parker, which is Nicolas Cage, was hilarious. And just seeing the family interaction between Miles Morales with his uncle and his father and his mother, it's just honestly the best Spider-Man movie ever made. And just the animation, oh my god, this is the best animated film I've seen in a long time, and definitely the best of 2018. Like, I love Dragon Ball Super Broly, but this is even better. Like, just the art style, it just oozes just creativity, and it made me feel like a kid again. And it's definitely the best Spider-Man movie in my opinion. No recency bias. I rewatch all these films, and it deserves all the love it can get. And yeah, as you can tell, along with my dying voice, because I re-recorded a 20-minute video twice, I'm a big comic book / anime nerd, and this lived up to all my hype, man. Avengers Infinity War. I remember when Iron Man 1 came out when I was really young, and just seeing how these movies have grown with my childhood, and this movie lived up to all the hype. Thanos is one of the best, if not the best, villain I've seen on the big screen, like, ever, man. He's the best MCU villain, period, and he just lives up to all of the hype. And just seeing the character arcs in this film, Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man is the best he's been since Civil War and Iron Man 1, and just seeing his big finale of facing Thanos on screen was just such an awesome build-up, and how much history they have with these characters. And Iron Man just did a great job, especially with Thor. Like, Thor gets a new reassurance as a character, and just seeing how he literally lives up to his hype. Like, no one expected him to be that OP, but he was that OP. It was incredible. Doctor Strange was kicking ass in this film. Spider-Man in his Iron Spider suit was amazing. I know everyone still got beef with Star-Lord, but he did a great job. Wanda was incredible. Black Panther, seeing him interact with Captain America punished Captain America with his freaking beard. It was amazing. It was just so many characters in this film, but it was able to balance them all out in such an amazing way. And I'm glad this movie had the balls to kill off characters in the way they did. And I know this happened in the comic books, but like, literally to see characters die that you know they're gonna have sequels, you're like, bro, what? Like, Spider-Man gone, Black Panther gone was incredible. It took me a while to figure out where I ranked this film in my overall like MCU list, but it's definitely up there with Civil War and Avengers. Regular is probably like my second favorite Marvel movie of all time, but definitely this is my favorite movie of 2018. Lived up to all the hype, and I can't wait to see Avengers Endgame coming this year, apparently. So yeah, man, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What is your favorite movie of 2018? My voice is dying, and I hate my computer for, you know, not letting me record. Actually, let me check if this is recording right now. Hell yeah, it's recording. I can't be mad right now. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Any movies you think I missed. And yeah, SonTj, peace. Love you all.
That's all, folks.